Hello, Diaz here, founder and owner of Greenwood Dental. Thank you for joining me to another video of What's Up Doc Dentist Confession. Today's video is about social media. And some of you have been asking me what I think about social media, what I think about the new generation that is obsessed by social media, how it's affecting our office. Do we use it? Obviously, if you're watching this, I'm on YouTube and Instagram, so I do use social media for spreading the word and spreading the knowledge. Now, one told me at one point that knowledge is different than judgment. So what you know doesn't mean that, or how much you know doesn't mean that you are judging the situation, or you're judging the entity, or you are judging the process. Knowledge is knowledge. And my knowledge comes from, education, being in school, the people I meet every single day and they inspire me, my experience, my user experience, my life experiences, and my practice experience. So like you watch in the Your Guide to Dental Health series, that's all my observation data. That's all my work experience, what I see, what I think it works, and what doesn't. All right, so going back to social media, my relationship with social media is bittersweet relationship, and let me explain. The bitter part is I'm a Gen X, so my generation grew up with no technology as far as socialized technology. So socializing meaning that you go visit somebody, you call somebody on the phone, you socialize in school, you build the relationship growing up, you listen to stories, you share the stories. So that's socializing. But technology wasn't, in my generation, a tool to facilitate socialization and to facilitate getting to know people better. We knew people through incidences in life, circumstances, different conditions, happy occasions, gathering. That's how we knew people, being one-to-one, physically in the same space, watching body language, looking through their eyes, navigating through their emotions and their posture and their vibes. That's how we socialize, and that's how we got to know people. With the social media platforms that are out there, I use them for certain things. I'm very selective, and I've talked to a lot of people that are in my generation, and they seem to think the same way and use social media in the same way. I use it to look for, people that live in different countries. I like to see what people are doing and how people are doing with the new circumstances that are around us in the world, and compare to my lifestyle and how they approach social challenges, financial challenges, some of the crises that we've been going through. So I reach to social media like YouTube to find somebody in Sweden, to find somebody that's living in Paris, a struggling artist, a DJ in London, people that has nothing to do with my career or has nothing to do with my profession, somebody that's completely different, also in a different age group, how they are managing and how they are dealing with life. I use it to discover. Cultures. I'm a big fan of history and great wars and how we got into the war and got out of the war and how we survived it. I am interested in different famines that happen in history, different the Great Depression, famine that happened in Ukraine. So I look into history and culture. Travel, I use that for people that have traveled in different parts of the world that I know that I have on my bucket list, but I might not end up going or have the chance to go. So I live through them. Um, I look for documentaries, I look for different discoveries, creativity. Um, I look for ideas and inspirations, lifestyle inspiration, dynamic inspiration in different parts of the world, the different parts of the world that I can relate to. So I relate mostly to obviously North and South America, and also the Western Europe, a little bit of Eastern Europe, but Western Europe because I spent a lot of time there. The Middle Eastern, I look at people in Lebanon, what they're doing. Syrians that, lived through the war and lived without electricity for 5 years. How are they doing? Egypt, my husband's Egyptian. My dad went to school in Egypt. How's Egypt doing? So I kind of follow the struggles through them, and that gives me a lot of life lessons, and it's very enlightening and very inspiring. But the people that they're close to me, friend and family, I don't reach out to them through social media, because if I want to check on them, on be with them, I will call them, I will text them, one-to-one. That's a lot more intimate. To me it is intimate enough to say, I care enough to sit down and write this text or ask about you or do Zoom or FaceTime. That's how I feel that they deserve that kind of attention from me, because that's how dear they are to me. So without the social media that we have these days, I might not have had all that experience and saw what the world is connected. So I'm connected to different parts of the world through social media, and that's what I like. But also, let's not forget that social media gives me the opportunity to spread this knowledge that I spread on social media, to answer as many questions as I can, because lately and recently I haven't been available for everybody like I used to be, because I'm busier and I'm very much in demand and I am spread out in 3-4 different directions. So I try to make these videos for you guys to feel like, I'm giving you this private time, that 10 minutes of my day, to explain to you what's going on at the Greenwood Dental, what's going on in my life, in case you missed me, in case that on the Thursday or the Friday you used to come, I'm not there. This is what's happening. And I hope that helps, and I hope that feeds and nourish the relationship that we have and the relationship we built through the years, because I don't want to lose that. That's not something that I would like to see happen, because it will definitely make me very, very sad. So yeah, social media is great if you use it in a very productive way, in a very effective way that nourishes your interest and bring you closer to some of the curiosities that you have, or answers some of the the questions that you have about life around the world, like meditation or support group. Though social media is great with that. So I hope this is interesting to you. And I hope that answers some of the questions that I have been getting recently for some reason. I think maybe because the kids are back to school and the parents are concerned about the withdrawal from the social media, because we've been on lockdown, or we've been home together for about 18 months, and now a lot of kids are back to school, back to college, back on campuses. People are going back to work in the office space, and maybe they're going through the withdrawal from social media, and you know, some of you guys are so close and important to us and comfortable with us to ask me those questions. So I thought I'll make a video and I hope that helped. I'm out of time. We love you, be safe, and I'll catch you on the next one.